Well, the year is certainly wrapping up very quickly, and we're all rushing headlong into the festive season. And I have to sort of give pause at this point, and I was wondering about wellness in 2020. You know, wellness was kind of something that we ignored in business. People just had to get on with life. And you guys will know I've spoken about that a lot, so I won't go there today. But I just feel like COVID has added an extra layer. And I think when COVID came around in 2020, I remember it was the end of March when we first were alerted to it, and we were put under 3 weeks of level 5 lockdown. I think everyone just thought, oh, well, we're going to bite down and wait for the storm to blow over. Of course, weeks of COVID turned into lockdowns that ran over months. In fact, it's almost 2 years later, but we've never actually been out of lockdown. We've been on level 1 for quite a while, but we've never actually been out of lockdown. But, even at the end of 2021, we were thinking, oh, don't worry. When 2022 comes around, January 2022 is going to be much better because, COVID's going to listen to an arbitrary timeline that humans created. But anyway, I'll give it to us for having lots of hope. What I'm thinking about is going into 2021, we just assumed everything would be okay. We'd be COVID free, we'd have vaccinations, whatever the case would be. But actually, we came back and we were almost less prepared because we were trying to gloss over it. And I wonder what would happen if we were to hunker down and actually just sit in the suck, as coaches would say. Sit in this bad spot and imagine it's going to be as bad next year as what it was this year. What would we learn that we could use to set ourselves up for success in 2022? Because as we see the fourth wave increasing globally, we have a responsibility. We need to get ahead of the wellness challenges that come along with the new normal. And in 2020 of December, in December 2020, we thought we could just wish COVID away. In December 2021, we would be responsible to think the same. So where do we start? Well, I think we can go and buy a lot of books about wellness and learn a lot. And there's some very clever people out there. But actually, I think understanding their wellness requirements of 2022 is about talking to the people in your business and saying to them, what do you need to be well enough to perform? And when we talk wellness, we're not just speaking physical wellness, we're speaking about mental wellness as well. So, for example, the introverts have had a great time with COVID. They've loved being left on their own because they found space to focus. The extroverts hated it because they had no one to interact with. So go and sit and talk to your team and say to them, how does remote work influence you? And what's the best setup so we can get the best results for the entire team? Maybe the entire team, because of their personalities and the nature of their work, would prefer to work from home. Maybe they hate working from home and they prefer to rather work all at the office, if that's possible, of course, given the setup in your office. Maybe you'll see that a hybrid model will work well to satisfy the needs of both. That way, we can actually set people up for success. Another wellness issue. We can ask people, COVID has put a lot of pressure on people's lives. How are you and your family coping? Is there something that is in particular bothering you? And you might not even be able to help that person or solve that problem for them. But just knowing where that pressure point is already assists. Because then the moment that they need help and assistance because something has gone wrong at home, they know that you're already prepared for it. I'll give you an example. I have an elderly father who I take care of, and every once in a while, something will happen and I have to drop everything and I have to rush to his assistance. And I really don't mind. And I've always been lucky. Somehow I've always landed up in organizations that were really flexible around such things. If the work gets done, then it's okay if you need to disappear here and there to go and take care of him, or take him to the doctor, or take him to the audiologist, because the work is getting done, right? So when you know what those challenges are, when someone does pitch up and go, well, my helper didn't pitch up, so I have to stay at home with my child, you know and you understand the gravity of that situation for that person. You would be amazed how much you knowing that and fellow teammates and colleagues knowing that makes a difference. Because then everyone knows where the flex needs to be. And a lot of people say to me, but hold on, Innocent, I can't have one person flexing for their father and another one flexing for their child. No one's ever going to do their work. You know, the third thing I want to tell you about dealing with wellness is understanding that people are individuals. And we have this crazy notion that we have to treat everyone exactly the same, that that's fair. Actually, that's not fair. And I'll tell you why. For me, I don't have children. So it doesn't help that you say to me, oh, we're so flexible on when children get ill. I don't have a children. I only have a father. If someone has children, but they have parents who are still young and able to take care of themselves, saying to them, well, we flex because we'll allow you to take care of your, well, it's not going to help because I don't have a father. You understand? You see where I'm going. Some people want to be left alone. Other people do want you to be more engaged in their personal situations. That's why I'm saying my third thing around wellness is understand how people want you to connect with them as a leader. Not only is it going to help you with wellness, but it's going to help you with performance as well, because it's going to teach you what motivates those people. So I think wellness in 2022 is going to look very different. And best get ahead of your personalized wellness plan for all of your employees, but for yourself as well. And thanks for visiting with me today. It was great seeing you again. I look forward to seeing you at the next Performance Cafe.